Oh, that's an interesting question, actually. I was getting ready to graduate from Middle Tennessee State, MTSU, in December of '04. And this, I think, was the week before Thanksgiving that I got this phone call. So if you think about it in that terms, I'm getting ready to graduate. It's Thanksgiving time. So that's a couple weeks away. That's I think December 4th was my graduation. So maybe like the next week or the week after that. I had no idea what I was going to do. I had no idea if I was going to move home. I had no idea if I was going to go back to Vernon Hills, if I was going to work. I did get rejected for a job. I had interned at Sporting News Radio, and there was a guy that was working at Sporting News Radio. Everybody else loved me there. Nick Pavelatos, who I work with at Sirius XM, he's on NFL Radio. He was my intern supervisor. He was great. The host, Chris Russell, I still have a relationship with. I see him every year at Army Navy. He's wonderful. Everybody but this Jason guy didn't like me. So when it came to them deciding if they were going to hire some of the interns, he was the guy that blocked me. He did not like me, which ended up being an incredible thing because instead of me going home and taking a job at Sporting News, I ended up not having a job. And then right before Thanksgiving, my friend Ben calls me, and Ben had just taken a job with Rivals.com, and Rivals is the college football recruiting website. And they were starting a radio show, Sirius Radio before XM. Sirius before the merger, I should say, but Sirius Radio was kind of finding some programming and somehow got into a relationship with Bobby Burton and Shannon Terry, and they started a 2-hour radio show, and they had recruited Bill King to be a part of it. And they hired my friend Ben to produce it, and Bobby Burton was the co-host, who is a big recruiting guru. And they had the first college programming on the Sirius side of satellite radio, very much in its infancy, very much before Howard Stern even got there. This was, at the beginning, so probably not a lot of money, but they started this thing and built a little studio in Brentwood, and Ben got hired there. And I guess they were talking one day in the office about how they needed help on their website. They needed help, somebody editing photos and videos. And they asked me to, or Ben had said, "Hey, do you need a job?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. I don't